Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Beginners to Bourbon. Today we're continuing that honey line that we just started doing. Today is going to be the Shortbarrel. They're from Georgia, based out of Georgia. It's called the Bee's Knees. And obviously, who hasn't heard like a bee's knees joke or even that phrase, you know? So this bottle here is one of the ones that I saw at a bottle share. And I thought it was all right. The one that I had, I think it was like, for when I first tried it, it was like a little ethanol forward. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't rush out and spend like $100 on this Bee's Knees. But as we started drinking it, it got better and better. So I was lucky. My good friend, or our good friend rather, Nick Oakes, he went down to Georgia for a work trip. He went down toward their distillery, sent us back a bunch of cool pictures. And they recommended him the one finished, I don't know if you can see it, in Texas honey. So this is the Short Barrel Bee's Knees, number 5, batch 5, I guess if you want to call it that. 107 proof or 107.2, and it is finished in the Texas honey. So what they do, it's a 5 to 9 year bourbon or product. And then it gets double oaked then in like the Kelvin cooperage barrels that were finished with the different honeys. So they don't just do Texas honeys, so they do all locally sourced honey. So Texas, I think Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and I believe Florida are the ones I've seen. If you've seen more, comment in the comments below. Let us know if you've seen them do honey from any other state, but I know those are the primarily the ones that I've seen. So that's pretty cool that they source like honey from different areas, because then depending on which one you get, they're all going to have a slightly different profile. If you guys have ever watched any Nat Geo stuff, we love watching documentaries on animals and other things. Pollen and honey and stuff can be dramatically different depending on what region, climate, all sorts of stuff can change the flavors. So it's pretty cool that we got the one with the Texas honey in it. I threw up this one here. It's called the After Swarm, so this one is a rye. None of the other ones that we're doing had any rye, like a big rye following in them, so I didn't really want to put this in and compare it just because I'm sure it's going to be vastly different. But they do make a rye version, so if you like rye more than just straight bourbon, you can still get a nice honey finish in a rye, and that's like, 110 proof, so it's still going to be pretty kicking. Okay. So that's a little bit about what Short Barrel does. Like I said, so they double oak or double barrel the bourbon, kind of just like the Kentucky Nectar that we did before.
Oh, okay.
So you want to get into the...
so the nose for this one's supposed to be vanilla bean, toasted marshmallow, and deep honey oak.
Well, it's definitely honey. It's definitely sweet.
A lot more than the last one,
And that was just out of the right nostril. Let's get to the left one and see what we get out of that.
Yeah, you definitely get that honey.
That is definitely honey.
For sure out of this one. So our palate for this one's supposed to have a golden honey.
I mean, it's definitely a golden color.
Creme brulee.
It almost looks like honey.
It's a pretty color. It honestly really is. I love
it almost looks
the
like
light
honey
coming off
sitting
it. Yeah.
in the glass almost.
And then you should have brown sugar and baking spices.
All right.
But yeah, I really think this one is a pretty color in this glass.
Well, let's see what we can get out of it.
Absolutely.
Cheers. Well, the baking spices is there.
Did it make your eyes water a little bit?
A little bit.
That one was a kicker. I almost made a face.
But
I haven't yet on this. I haven't yet. He's waiting for me to make a face.
But you know what? It wasn't like at the bottle share where it was like, I don't know what was up with that bottle, but it was like super ethanol-y, and it was a huge turnoff. It was,
yeah.
I don't get that out of this one.
And no, you get the baking spices, but then it follows up with that sweetness.
This was a fresh crack. We opened this just before the video, but we were trying to save time because I like to talk and ramble on. So instead of popping the thing and pouring it, we figured we could save a minute or two just by pre-pouring it. But this was a very fresh crack. I mean, you might get a good pop out of it. Yeah, the thing's tight. Yeah, that's nice.
It still pops.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, as you it's really not down that far compared to this one over here, so.
Yeah, it's the bee's knees for sure. All right, so the second sip I can pour some more. I can taste. I can get some of the more of the flavors out. Sorry, I like to talk. For some reason today I'm struggling here.
Might be having a stroke, huh?
But nothing a little bit of this bourbon will fix right up. Yeah, I mean I enjoy that, especially at the higher proof point, 107 proof. I mean, it's not bad. It has the bite. It doesn't. I wouldn't say. I don't think the bite was as bad as the Kentucky Nectar. The bite on that really overshadowed things.
It did.
Where this one here, it seems a little bit more subtle.
But then it pops with that flavor of those baking spices, but then it settles down and you get that honey and that sweetness.
So
the finish?
Well, yeah, let's go on to the finish. I was going to go to the mash bill, but let's do the finish real quick. So the finish, they say, is long, lingering honey and some toasted oak. And I would agree with all those statements.
Yeah.
I think that's all there. So, yeah, I mean, I can still taste it. Mm-hmm. That second sip, it got under my tongue, and you could feel it, like, kind of like when you watch the rain, like, saturate into the grass. Like, that's what it felt like. It was just, like, getting in there. So, yeah, I think it was pretty good. So for this one, there is an undisclosed mash bill, but with a lot of the Shortbarrel products, if you go online, a lot of people say it's like 91% corn, 9% malted barley. I don't know if that's true, but that's kind of what they give you as a general guide. So if anyone knows what the mash bills are on these, if someone has figured it out or had insider knowledge, in the comments, tell us, because we like learning, we like knowing about what we're drinking and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So you scored yours already because you're working ahead. All right. So what'd you give yours for the nose?
Give it a 4. I really like the way this one smelled.
Yeah, same here. I thought this was very good. I gave it a 4. It's sweet, honey. You're getting that exactly what they said. Maybe even a little bit of the vanilla bean that they were talking about. Just like those sweeter notes, I think, were really coming out on the glass. What about your palate?
4.
I did the same, 4. And again, I think it tastes good. You do get that little bit of a Kentucky hug or, Georgia hug with some Texas sweetness. Mm-hmm. But it's nice on the palate. I still wouldn't say a beginner would just grab this and start drinking it. But I think if you've been into whiskey or bourbon for just a little bit, you've kind of tasted a bunch of different things, I think you would enjoy this a lot. And we did have this when we went to Tomar's when Sherry and them did the big waffle, right?
Yes.
I believe this was back on the table for people to sample, and it was delicious. Sarah's more of a rye person than I am, but the bottle that they had there, that's why I made sure I picked one up, because I wanted to have one of each, and this one had a lot of good flavors in it. So that'll be we'll get in that review another day. So what about your finish?
Give it a 4.
4 on the finish. All right, I went with a 3. So I felt it under the tongue. I felt it, kind of get into all of what's going on in your mouth, all your taste buds and whatnot. But just talking now, it's gone. I wish I could,
I still taste a little bit of it.
Okay. And that's everybody's palate's different, too. She might taste it for another 20 minutes, and I could not, you know what I mean? Or whatever. I was just throwing numbers around. But, Yeah. All right, so I did 11 out of 15, and
12.
You did a 12 out of 15. So that's right up there in that good to great category, that more leaning towards that great category. Like I said, I do think it's really good. I think there's a lot of good flavors, pull a lot of things, and that's just on the fresh crack. I think once you would get a couple more sips in, I think you're going to dive into a lot of other flavors that you're not getting off the initial couple sips that we're doing here. Yeah. So pick one up if you can find one. It doesn't need to be the Texas honey. There's a bunch of other states that they do, and enjoy it. So guys, remember to like and subscribe. That way you can know when our future videos are coming out. It helps us get seen by distilleries and things like that. That way we can get firsthand to cooler things, to bring cooler things to you guys at our Friends Fridays and stuff like that. So again, for us, it's all about the community. It's about us being able to give back to as many of our friends and people as possible, because we want everybody to be able to share in whiskey and bourbon. That's what it's all about. Yep. All right. Have a great night.